New patch. First start. I have played this a decent area, but I have never started in the rookie visit. See how it goes. I did skip the onboarding process. The hub straight away. If I can. Too uneven. Tip if you hit H to lock something in place, you just skip that uneven stuff most of the time. Logistics probably what we're looking for. Let's see. Really good foundations. We got all the good stuff. A lot of iron here. So 130. Alright. I guess the plan is to get all the tier 1's resources on tap. What do we need? We need a few of these. Got the goods already. The one hard thing is obviously going to be power out here. What do we do with power?
Potential edible collected. Eating it and surviving does not count as a valid field test and does not generate enough data for Fixit to make an informed decision. Store this potential resource for later use.
Because usually we just use the biofuel, right? But there's not much to burn around here. Maybe we got some over here. Shrubbery? I'm gonna take all these. Oh, these give us straight wood, not leaves. So that's not actually as bad as I initially thought. Just gonna run around and collect a whole bunch of this shit. Okay, I'll slug hiding in there. Oh, these give leaves. And just hold it down. What about that? Pretty excited for the bloody straight pipes. It's like my most anticipated feature of this patch. As many leaves as we can. Sulfur.
Unknown chemical element collected. This non-metallic and multivalent element seems to be present only in a solid state and exhibits a most pungent smell. It is fortunate Fixit helmets are of such high quality. Store this potential resource for later use.
We need to get to a coal generation as fast as possible. I must have this set to passive. Let's see.
Samples of new alien species acquired. Notable features are blunt teeth, suggesting it is herbivorous, and a thickly plated skull and spine, suggesting it is proficient at inflicting and receiving blunt force trauma. Preserve the remains for later study.
This is the item that's close to it. See you later, mate. Dude, this guy's crazy. Alright, so yeah, I guess the plan is to link up a couple of miners. I do really want to get this base building thing done. I really just need, like, to set up a little mini factory to do something on the way. Miner goes down. Try to line it up sort of. Man, I'm so used to having a jetpack, it feels very strange going all the way back to the start again. Never beaten this game before. I was up to phase 4, milestone 8 or 9 or something like that, I'm not sure, I can't remember. I think I got up to having to build a fused modular frame or something like that. I was up to this one, or maybe this one. I think I might have been up to phase 9. Or phase 4, sorry. It's like tier 9, yeah. But I've never beaten it. Why don't we buy fuel still principles? Hit space for auto craft and stuff. Actually pretty quick. May as well just do it all. Yeah, I've literally never been on this side of the map before. It's kind of nice. Very cool to get cool aesthetic factory out here. Plates. That's why we did this. It's only 30 drives, whatever. Oh well, they changed photo mode. Whoa. Decouple. Let's go with that later. It's I just really want those cooking. Handcrafted concrete while we wait for the plates. Oh, actually, I should be. Took a whole bunch of iron to craft ingots. Yeah, we can't do much until we get the splitters, but I don't really want to build until I have some foundations. Otherwise I'll just have to tear it all down. I don't really want to do that. Did that copy the settings? Interesting. I don't need rods. I need it all. These are all mods, by the way. I'm playing with mods. We'll talk about them as if and when they come up. I wouldn't consider any of the stuff I've got on game breaking per se. some of like the infinite nudge and stuff is really, really good. I struggle to play without it. And vertical nudge. Although I think they added maybe vertical nudge into the game. I gotta get that copper over. Smart. Wise 12. I don't need a lot of wire to be honest. Hopefully. Oh, it's moving real quick. That's so cool. It is a beautiful looking game. Love to see it.
Unknown metal collected. This metallic element is showing properties similar to those in Group 11 on the periodic table, such as high conductivity and malleability.
Get him.
Store this potential resource for later use.
Definitely gonna need more of that. Oh wait, this is plugged in already, that's good. Oh shit. Ah. A lot of running back and forth stuff. Alright. What's the journey that makes it satisfying? This game does have some of the best progression I think I've played. Oh, I need iron ingots, okay. Not bad. Not bad, bruh. Sorry, I'm back. There you go. Some screws as well, but don't need them just yet. Alrighty. Let's bring the copper over and get some wire going. Whoa, curve belt. What is this? Whoa, that looks really cool. Curve belt. Oh, that's. Oh, look at that. Mate. That's nice. I don't know if it beats straight belt though, but I guess I'll have to mess around with it a little bit just to see how good it is. It gives it a weird sort of, it's got like a snaky look to it now. Anyway. Oh, these curve belts are sick. I'm already a fan. Nice. Especially for the sloppy spaghetti boys. Okay, so copper ingots, wire. But what I really need is the concrete. Okay. Send it. Huh? Where did the covering go? There we go. Wait. No power. Oh my god. Oh, no cable. Mate. What am I doing? Okay, get a couple of cables. Boom, boom, boom. Nearly there. 200 concrete, but okay, there's the basics. Wires, iron plates, concrete. I guess we should just gather up some more iron. That's great. So I guess I might bring in too much iron and just replace the belts and with some splitters and stuff once I've got a better capacity. Craft a bunch of rods. The joys of handcrafting everything early on. As I said before, there's a crazy amount of progression in this. Like you go from handcrafting 1,000 items on the crafting bench to having items uploaded to storage you can draw from automatically from anywhere at any time. Got enough plates. Just need some concrete. I'm actually not that far off, to be honest. I just handcraft a bunch more. Just get this stuff out. Handcraft. If you're watching this, You played before? You like to play? Played any factory games before? I'm a pretty big fan of like the automation genre in general. Dice and Sphere, Factorio are both really good ones that come to mind. What was the other ones? The Beaver one. I can't remember what part that was called. Shit. That was pretty fun as well though. What was it? Timberborn, that's what it was called. That was pretty cute. A bit more of like a colony town management sort of sim or whatever. And an automation game, but I think Satisfactory is my favourite. I did play a decent amount, maybe like 300 hours or something of Dice and Sphere. That was really fun. I still consider myself as an amateur at Satisfactory, but I think I have about 400 hours. Let me see, I'll pull up my Steam. Oh wow, 597 hours actually. There's a fair amount of that I would consider would be AFK. I'm definitely a culprit of, I'll play in the morning and even if I go away and do a couple of jobs or do something else for an hour or two, I'll still have my factory wearing away in the back. But I do have more game time than I thought. But even with all that, I still consider myself maybe an intermediate player. I'm definitely not great at the game. I've never beaten the game, but I'm a big fan. Clearly, right? 600 hours. There's copper right there, and I went and got the one from all the way over there. It's alright. We use all the resources anyway. Well, I'm gonna really want... I just need more concrete, really. I need splitters to get more concrete out of this. Okay. I'm gonna handcraft some concrete. The handcrafting stage is almost mainly done, I guess. There's always a bit more handcrafting, but try to avoid it as quick as I can. 3 at 1, dang. Although I remember on one save I was doing, I handcrafted a few things to get through. Something like the research and the man. Don't you love coffee? There it is, let's go. Now I just need a shitload of concrete.
Milestone reached. Several new structures are now available for improving factory organization. Foundations provide a building grid, which makes it easier to manage placement of any structure. In the event that you are experiencing amnesia for all events prior to planetfall, be reassured that memories of beloved humans and/or animals would have only been distractions from your important mission.
This biofuel seems oddly efficient. I remember it being worse than it currently is. Whoa, wait, what? I haven't even used half of it yet. Wow. That is good. just coal? Oh, wow. Who would have thunk? I didn't even know you could get coal on these, like, deposits or whatever they're called. Temporary. That's what they call them on the map. Temporary. I don't even have a map yet. I didn't realise that wasn't something you started with. Oh, easy. Roads might be a little bit longer. I've literally never been. I just look. Yeah, I've got almost 600 hours, and I've never been on this side of the map. It's pretty impressive. I don't know if it's bad on my behalf or impressive on the game's behalf. Maybe it's a bit of both. Alright. I think once we get this logistics thing, that'll be a good place to wrap up episode 1. I feel like I could even start even if we did sort of cheat a little bit, skipping the onboarding process. If that is something you're interested in, I'm sure there's plenty of places you can find that. Oh, wait a minute. Low on wires. Yeah, so next episode we have foundations, we have logistics, which are, I guess, arguably the two most important things. Well, I mean, no, that's a bit of a silly saying, I'll take it back. But they're the beginning of being able to actually do some easy hacks that don't just
Milestone
like
reached.
things
Conveyor
placed on the
belts
ground
can now
randomly.
merge, split, and lift to save space and enhance the
Hell
productivity of your
yeah,
factory.
here we go. Splitters and
Fixit
merges.
encourages you to consider investing in verticality when it comes to
5,
factory
6
logistics.
on the
If you feel
hotbar.
stressed by this complexity, imagine yourself on the shore of a vast and calm ocean.
Foundations go
Breathe
on
in,
hotbar
visualize all the people relying on you. The sea is made of billions of faces, each staring at you with hope and tears in their eyes. Breathe out, feel refreshed and focused on your duties.
Alright, there we have it. Got our mini little factory, we got splitters, mergers, and foundations. Pro tip for the foundations, or big tip, probably the most important fucking thing you'll ever learn if you don't know, is if you want all your stuff to always line up and be, you know, on the same angle and not like this, hold control, left control. I don't know if you can hold right control. I've never even pressed that in my life. You can, left control, and that'll put it on the world grid. So when you place two things, they'll both be on the same grid. Nice and easily, you know, doesn't matter where you place them, you know, they're connect up nicely, which is great, you know, always on the grid. Anyway, feel like that's a good spot to wrap up this episode. Thanks for watching, boys. See ya.